Y que hola, mi gente, bienvenidos a la Ventanita C.F, a supporter-driven channel where we talk Inter Miami CF2, U.S. men's national team, and overall soccer in South Florida in the USA. Today we got a very special pre-derby episode, including your host Wario and your co-host Calypso Akeem. What's going on, Akeem?
What's going on, man? Quick turnaround. We out here again. We were just here on Saturday, and we're back here. And yeah, we got quick turnaround for the team, quick turnaround for us. Let's get the party started. Let's go around the MLS. So we had games on Saturday. So I'll go over those real quick because we were recording while the games were happening. So we got, of course, at the final results, and then we go into Sunday's matches. First, we got Columbus losing 2-0 at home to LAFC. Then we have DC United tying 2-2 with Toronto. You have Cincinnati losing to New England 2-3 at home. And we had Nashville tying with Atlanta. That one, I think, was the one with like the 4-hour rain delay.
Yeah,
Then
LAFC was also
yeah,
LAFC and the Cincinnati, I think.
yeah, a lot of apparently the Midwest was just a mess when it comes to
Yeah,
weather.
there's a lot of
Our
delays. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna switch over to Sunday. We have Montreal losing 2-1 to Salt Lake. We got Charlotte beating Vancouver 1-2. We got New York City FC beating Chicago 1-0. You have us, where we talk about later. We got us winning 2-0 against New York Red Bulls. Nice. We got Dallas losing to Minnesota 2-1. San Jose tying with Kansas City, the blue on blue. We'll talk about that later. That should annoy me so much. We got Austin beating some random team, or not beating them, but they tied 2-2. The other team got, I believe, 2 red cards. The other team got. Um,
Yeah, that was a
I
that
saw
was
their
a
fans. I saw their fans were bitching about it on Twitter. Like, oh yeah, you're the first ones to get screwed by the refs. Okay, yeah, you're the only ones. Just you,
uh,
right?
I was pretty happy to see that though.
I literally saw one guy made an actual thread of all the different times they've gotten screwed by the refs. Like, you guys are the biggest whiners. Holy shit. Then we got
Uh,
Colorado
it's horrible.
beating Seattle 1-0. Seattle, a lot of people give like Seattle props for winning CCL, but like they're not doing so hot
Yeah, and
in the league. And
they're gonna have
same,
to they're gonna have to get it together.
they got to, and same for Portland losing 2-0 to Philly. I believe Portland are in 10th place in the West, if I'm
I
not
was thinking I
mistaken.
was thinking how they won the MLS's back tournament and where they are now.
Yeah,
Pretty crazy.
I believe, if I can scroll down real quick, they're currently 10th, the same place
Yeah.
that we are in the East. And one more game, we got Houston beating LA 3-0 at home.
Okay. Wait, Houston won? Yeah.
Houston won,
Right?
yes. Houston
Oh yeah, that's right.
beat them 3-0 at Dignity Health Sports Park. To go, like I mentioned, the standings real quick. You got Philly on top, New York City FC, and then some other team over in third. We're currently in 10th at 15 points, tied with New England at ninth. We're 1 point up below the playoff line right now. As of right now, you got Charlotte at 16, Atlanta at 16, New England at 15, us at 15. You also have DC at 14, Columbus at 13, Toronto at 12, and Chicago at 11 points at the bottom of the Eastern Conference. You got the Western Conference. You got LAFC at top with 26 points. You got Austin FC with 24, Dallas with 22 near the bottom. You got Colorado in 8th, Minnesota, Portland, San Jose, Seattle, Kansas City, and Vancouver. So Portland's not doing so hot right now. Seattle's in 12th place. Your CCL winners are in 12th place in the league with 13 points.
They'll get it together though. They will.
They usually do. When
Yeah.
it comes to crunch time, they usually get their shit together. I just find it funny. Like, of course, they're gonna be in like the power rankings and be all the way up there because for some stupid reason they account CCL, which has nothing to do with MLS, into their power rankings. It's a stupid rule. They need to stop doing it. It makes no fucking sense.
Uh, I don't you know what? I hate to disagree with you, but I
Mm.
do I count it. I count it because it's a tournament where MLS teams play in, and if they're winning the CCL, they're the best team in the MLS. No other MLS team has done in the modern era.
Are they though? Because they're
So
in 12th place. They have less points than we do.
because they've put all their eggs in that
Yeah, they
basket,
have. They literally have less
and
points than we do right now.
they're still on championship hangover. I think the scheduling of the CCL with the MLS season is bullshit. I think we should follow the FIFA window. So overall, I kind of blame the MLS and not the CCL, and I think the MLS shoots itself in the foot in a tournament like that.
But you have to remember we're a, I guess you can call it a spring sport, whereas most places it's a winter sport. So like I believe I think Pumas, they had just finished their season right before that Champions League final. But
Yeah,
in the MLS, we're just starting our season. We're only in like week 10 or 11. So we're
yeah,
just getting started, and they're just ending. They probably have fatigue. They're probably tired. So
definitely.
we kind of have the advantage there, to be honest.
Um, towards the end of it, yeah. If you could survive towards
Yeah,
the end, you're right.
which most MLS teams do. Because
I'll give you
you're
that.
playing teams from like Costa Rica and like you're playing teams like Costa Rica and shit. Like you have to like
Guatemala,
and
Honduras,
Guatemala and Ecuador and Honduras. Like
Honduran team, yeah.
yeah, so by that time of the season, all the minnows are gone, and you're playing the best teams, but they're at the tail end of their seasons.
That is a good advantage, and you know what? That fuels one dream I have. I always had a dream, if we make the CCL, um, going to a game in Guatemala, going to a game in Costa Rica
That
or
would be
Mexico
sick.
with Vice City, dude. Oh my God, that
That
would
would
be
be
so cool,
crazy. That would be
right? And
amazing.
but you're right. Even advancing, if we advance in the tournament, like going to Mexico City or something would be that's a dream, dude. I fingers crossed. Hopefully soon.
Some
We'll
of us
see.
might not come back though. Some of us might be in a penitentiary
Hey,
somewhere.
Open cup run, baby.
True, true,
You can
true.
get in there. We'll see what happens. But yeah, so we covered the MLS there. We got the table going. How
Hmm.
about the Open Cup? What's the bracket looking like, and what's the
All
schedule
right.
looking like this
So
week?
next game is an Open Cup game. So there's actually some crazy games going on. I'll go in chronological order because they're all being played tomorrow because it's the round of 16. So you don't have that many games. You only have 8 games. So you have us traveling up to some bumfuck town that I've never heard of to play there at 7 o'clock tomorrow. Then
Mickey
you have
Mouse's clubhouse.
yeah, we're going to the clubhouse. You got Louisville City playing Nashville, kicking off at the same time, 7 p.m. Then half an hour later, you have New York City FC playing against New England Revolution. Half an hour after that, you got the Red Bulls playing Charlotte, and at the same time, you have Minnesota playing Omaha Union. At 8:30, you got Kansas City, you got Sporting Kansas City playing against Houston Dynamo, and then at 10 o'clock, 10:30, you got some West Coast games. You got Sacramento Republic playing San Jose, and then finally to wrap everything up, you got El Tráfico. You got LA Galaxy versus LAFC. That should be a very good one.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to watching a lot of those games. Probably gonna have to watch a lot of replays because I am definitely attending the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse game.
Yeah, I'll
Um,
see if I can head out there, sneak up
yeah,
there real quick.
definitely. That would be awesome if you could do it. So, now that we've wrapped up what's going on around the league and the Open Cup tournament, let's go ahead and get into what we're going to cover today, which is the New York Red Bull game. We're going to give you our full rundown on that. We're going to preview the game against the small town up north from us, that Mickey Mouse team over there with those ugly colors. We'll talk about them for a little bit and what we're looking to see from that game from Inter Miami. Um, and then we're going to talk about Real Zaragoza, the news with Jorge Mas. I think he has majority ownership now in the
Yes,
team, so we'll tell
breaking
you what.
news came out this
Yeah,
morning. Yeah, and we'll touch on that a little bit more later. There aren't much details, but we'll go over what information that we do have.
yeah, and I saw the picture of him with a jersey. He has a jersey
Yes.
already, so it's funny. I was actually watching La Liga highlights, and I saw them. I think they're in the second division, aren't they?
Yeah,
Or
he's trying
whatever.
to get him back up.
Okay, yeah, so I saw them in the second division in the table. That's pretty cool.
They're
And
one of
then
those teams that go up and down. So
nice. And at the end, talk about a little event I did with the team, a really cool little event of beach cleanup for the Prime Blue jerseys coming up. Actually, got a little word about those jerseys.
oh,
We're gonna
okay.
wear them against Portland actually at the next home game.
I'm
So
assuming they didn't like show you anything, right?
we'll see. We'll see.
Okay. Say no more. I get what that means. Little
Yeah.
NDA action. I can neither
Honest,
confirm nor deny.
honestly, I didn't see shit. I didn't
Hey,
see
if that's
anything,
if that's what the NDA says, you gotta say. Then that's what you gotta say.
but I heard some good. But I heard some good stuff. I heard some good stuff, and I'll
That's
talk
good.
about
Yeah, the,
that.
the Prime jersey. I actually have two versions of those because I bought one myself and MLS sent me one. But the reason
Oh,
why I
so
have
you want it?
two,
You want it on a giveaway?
I won it in like an Instagram giveaway, but they only had medium, so I can't wear it. I wear an extra large. So when I
Didn't you
when
frame it or something?
no, I have it in my closet.
Oh, okay.
Um, But when it went on sale, I just bought an actual extra large version so that I can actually wear it.
My girlfriend found one at Marshall's without a patch on it, and I was gonna put like a patch on it, but I was like, I don't even like that jersey. It kind of looks like a Miami FC one. But these, you see me around with this one, obviously, or whatever. This
Yeah, I
one,
like that one.
it says for the oceans on the collar. You can't really see it. I'm not gonna bring it up that close.
Yeah,
But this is one of those, and talking about the beach cleanup and all of that. I'll get into more detail at the end, but I'm a big fan of it.
mm-hmm.
And we'll get into more detail about those jerseys because I'm a big jersey guy. And you know
Same.
what? Maybe we'll talk a little bit about jerseys there at the end, along with that. But let's get into the Red Bulls, all right? So, let's talk about a reaction to the lineup without even getting into details. We made a lot of misses. I blame myself for a lot of those misses. I was going insane. According with what Neville went with, I was going insane with all the rotation I was trying to go with because we came out with a really, really strong lineup, and we I think I'll speak for myself. I had a strong reaction to that. I was pissed. I said if this is if we're gonna lose this game and we play the strong lineup, it's not worth it. And my attitude definitely changed. But how did you feel when you saw it?
I of course in the podcast I kind of agreed with you. I understood the concept of, hey, we need to play not so much a strong squad in order to get ready for Orlando, but they did put out an A squad, and I was telling everybody when we got together, I'm like, they're probably gonna play a B squad. They're probably gonna play a B squad, and then when I saw the lineup, I came straight over to you. I'm like, look at the lineup, and it was a very strong lineup. Phil wanted to win this game, which I understand because now we are unbeaten in 3, so we're getting momentum. I assumed that he would want to rest players, but he even mentioned in his press conference he wanted to rest Bryce Duke, and he ended up not doing it anyways, and he helped out a lot. He had some good chances. He had another miss, but hey, he's improving. He's getting better.
Well,
So
it paid off. It paid off.
it paid off. Yeah, it did. The gamble paid off, and another thing that I didn't realize until after the game was that we gave New York Red Bulls their first loss of the season. Oh, sorry, first away loss.
Road loss.
Yeah, they this season they've been very strong away. They have 5 wins. They weren't very good at home, but on the road they were very strong and they were beating really good teams. And they were in 3rd place at one point. Now they're down. We bumped them down to like I believe around 5th.
Yeah.
So that was huge because they have 20 points. If they want to, yeah, they would have been in 2nd place if they would have won that game. They're a great team.
They're a really good. They're a really good team. They play a high press. They're a young team. They have Lewis Morgan, which we both love. I can speak for you on that one. I know you love him too. If you don't love Lewis Morgan, I don't think you're an Inter Miami fan.
Yeah, he's for the 2 years he was the best thing we had.
And he played well against us as well. And the game was one of those where I thought you might risk it with a rotation. We bring it full force against Orlando, but my attitude definitely changed after talking to people. People who play the game, you want to play every game. This is a young competitive team. They want to be playing in the Open Cup. They want to be playing in league play, and it's gonna be good for them. They're getting minutes. They're young. They can run, and at the end of the day, we're gonna be able to make subs. And I saw good subs from Phil here. I look forward to some good subs in the Open Cup match as well. He said he's gonna have to change 2 or 3 spots. So based on that, we'll make our lineup reaction. But I think we're in a good place, and I'm glad he didn't listen to me. That's all I gotta say because that was a magical experience. That was a magical win. The crowd felt good. We can transition to that. Pregame was really empty. We were talking about that. We thought it was gonna be a really empty game. Nobody was gonna show up, but the crowd was pretty bumping. I had a good time in the North Stand. We had a lot of people. We were jumping around, hanging on the kunkuna. You learned today on the chat.
I learned what that meant.
Yeah, you know what it is, but you didn't know the word kunkuna.
I thought they were referred to as trapos. That's what I thought they were called.
Trapos are flags. They're just the flags or a jersey.
See, you learn something new every day, guys.
And the kunkuna is the big cloth that we hang off of. So yeah. On the chat, somebody made a post about the kunkuna about if it's blocking your view, that's what's supposed to happen. Again, guys, if you never sat in the North Stand, it's not about watching the game. You'll watch half the game, and the other half you're in a big party, having a great time. And we had a great time.
Funny enough, when before I even asked, I just Googled it just to see what it was, and it kept pulling up pictures of calipers. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, because it's a cocoon, cocoon too. So.
I'm like, etymologically that makes sense, but I know that's not what they're talking about. So that's why I asked.
Yeah, but it was a fun game to be at. And if you've never been to an Inter Miami game, or if you go and you haven't sat in the North Stand with us, sat actually when we're talking about sat,
Yeah,
we
we don't
stand on
we don't do no sitting there.
we stand on the handrails. I
Yeah,
was thinking about that for a second. How crazy it is.
that's
It's a
it's the most
mosh pit
Miami
in there,
shit.
man. It's
It's
awesome.
the most
It
Miami
is.
shit, bro.
It's so much fun, bro. Like I'm addicted to it. I was talking to somebody. I think I've only missed one home game, and then they brought up the
Same.
Universitario game, but I didn't do that one. I guess that counts. If that counts, that's two. But
Mm. Yeah, I've only missed one home game, I think.
yeah, I've only missed one. It was last season, and it's been fun. Even the Hurricane game I went to, and the one that decided to go in the playoffs. That one was
Against
crazy.
Cincinnati. Yeah, that was a
Yeah,
great
that was
game.
yeah. All right, so let's get into the game a little bit. The first 20 minutes were definitely a little bit shaky,
Oh
although
boy.
we did have a shot from Gregore that was, I believe, on target. It was stopped by their keeper. We had a Duke shot that was kind of flanked. You could tell he's a little fatigued.
Hmm.
But I think he overall had an okay game.
Yeah,
An
Phil
early
mentioned that too. He said he played tired, and you can kind of tell. But the man wanted to play. He wanted to get out there. He was eager to play, and I can't be mad at it. That's what we want. Is what I've criticized Higuain, and we'll talk about him later. I've criticized Higuain for his lack of hunger and wanting to play. So if we have a player that, even though he's tired, is like, no, I want in, I want in. That's the kind of player we want here.
I want him in too against Orlando. I think
Hmm.
he
He
builds up
plays.
the
He definitely
midfield, but
plays.
he plays, man, and he helps us play to an identity. So
Hmm.
we'll see what happens there. Maybe we use him as a super sub. We'll see. But yeah, we saw a lot of saves from Calendar early. He was balling all over again. Got the man of the match. Definitely deserved that. Team of the week. Phil
Not just man of
Neville.
the match, team of the week again, and like you were saying, Phil Neville got coach of the week.
Yeah, Phil Neville got coach of the week. Well deserved. This was a great game, and the first culmination of it is when we saw Lassiter's first MLS goal. That was a great play. I believe Duke fed him on that one, didn't he?
Yeah, you did. It
Yeah.
was a good play. Duke hustled a lot. He hustled a lot in the midfield. Caused a lot of turnovers, which was good. During the game, we turned the ball over quite a bit, but we also recovered quite a bit as well. Especially like I was mentioning, how Damian Lowe. There were times where he was caught up position, but he would get right back and get possession back. So it's good. Is it bad that we were constantly losing possession? No, but we did hustle and get back to where we were. Because before we would lose possession and then, oh well, there we go, we just conceded a goal. But last game, we saw how even when we did lose possession, we hustled, we got back in formation, we made turnovers, and we played we played with a lot of tenacity, and we played very aggressively, which is
The,
what we want.
there was a lot of hustle. There was a lot of
A
hustle in the
lot,
squad,
yes.
and I I wanted to go talk to you at some points. I was sitting far away from you. I saw a
Hmm.
lot of pressing on our side. Like I
Yes.
saw us pressing them, and I like that. I like that
We
we're
did.
playing high press. I believe Bryce
Hmm.
Duke helped us a lot in that high press of them. And I know Wilson talked shit about Sailor earlier, and Sailor made
Yeah, he
some
did.
good
Yeah.
saves in there as well. I know Mabika got some tied towards the end, but that was definitely cool. What were you gonna say about the high press there?
It was a very aggressive press. Normally we just sit back and wait for the counterattack, but we were more active and more aggressive in going up and causing the counterattack. Because
Yeah.
even the second goal, that was off. I believe I think it was also Duke, or it was either Duke
No,
or
no, 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 no.
we
No,
caused
no,
a
the second
turnover.
goal was yeah, the Duke one was the second goal was Higuain
Yeah,
to
but
Taylor to
but
Yoa
I'm
back
talking
to
about before that, before the actual run of play happened, we were high pressing them. They made a mistake. They passed it to an open space, and
yeah, yeah.
we pounced on it immediately. We immediately pounced on it, and that's what I wanted to see. Because
And
before
even
we would
and we'll
just
talk
lose the
about
ball and
Higuain.
whatever.
Yeah. We'll talk about Higuain, but he was involved in that, right?
Yeah, he
And
was
we're seeing some improvement from him. He's starting to
good.
play that identity. So if he could play that way, and whatever, I'm glad to have him coming in. And
And
that's what I was telling you guys about.
and this is what Neville was talking about in the last conference, and this is what I've always criticized him on. And I said this in the last episode, how he needs to understand that he's not what he used to be. He needs to be more of a facilitator. And that last goal, that's exactly what he was. He held up play. He looked for a good pass. He didn't just blast it. He looked for a good pass, and he waited for everybody to get forward and help the offense along. That's exactly what he needs to be doing constantly. This is what he needs to do. And and everybody knows I'm the biggest critic of Gonzalo Higuain, but he played very well this game, and he played his role. And look what happened. It led to a really good goal. He needs to keep doing that. He needs to keep up that good performance.
Almost led to two. Remember the one to
Yeah,
Ulloa to Higuain back to Ulloa? And
Yeah,
Ulloa
and he hit the goalie.
really
Yeah.
muffed it a little bit. It could have gone in, but it was a good effort from the
Mhm.
defender to kick it out of the goal line.
But
And
the,
then
the point is the effort. That's what
yeah,
I
yeah,
care
yeah.
about. The
I'm hyped
effort
to see
he put
that.
in a really
Yeah.
good effort this game, and I will commend him for it because I will criticize him when he's shit, but I will give him praise when he's good, and he played well to last game.
Definitely, he brought it, and that's what I expect to see as well. Then if he could do that against Orlando as well, and maybe come on a little earlier, you never know if Campana's tired. We'll talk about the lineups later,
I
but
think they should keep him as a super
yeah,
sub for
yeah,
now.
yeah. Have him come on the 65th or something. I don't know,
Yeah, it works.
25
It
minutes.
works
Yeah,
for
it
him.
works, and it definitely works for Campana as well. Keep him fresh. So we got a nasty goal. We also got a Meg from Taylor.
There were lots of megs that
To,
game.
to pass it to Ulloa. Ulloa showed a lot of patience. The defense was like freaking out. They didn't know what he was gonna do. Goes
Hmm.
back to Taylor, who flushes it right in. What a goal, dude! What a celebration in the crowd for both goals. That's what I live for, man. Is being in Vice City in the stand and just everything exploding, beer showering all over you, and just like I don't know,
Don't
man.
let those guys hear beer showers. Cause just remember the kitty cats don't like getting wet. They're scared.
Oh
They're scared of the bear
yeah.
showers. They might get us banned for like the third time.
Yeah, where they keep blaming us for something a fucking team employee fucking did. Fuck
Yeah, remember kitty cats hate water.
them.
You gotta remember that, man.
But Vice City's responsible for everything, right? Fucking
Yeah.
Orlando. Whatever. Oh, I think I said their name for the first time.
Oh no no no.
At least it was accompanied by fuck.
Yeah.
All right, so getting into that Meg and that goal and the team style of play, I thought we played classy. I think we played some of our best soccer going into one of our biggest games ever. So probably our biggest game ever to see us play this way and to see our opponent kind of get 2 red cards and have to play tired gives me a little boost going into this game, gives me a little energy. But before we move into the next game, I do want to, commend a few players, go around our lineup. So we talked about Higuain already. I guess we covered that. At Campana, I believe
Hmm.
he didn't get a goal or an assist, but he played very technical. He had a
He
few
still played well.
beautiful plays. He had dude. I don't know if you saw his post on Instagram. Have you seen it? The one I
Yeah,
put on my story.
yeah. And I reposted it. He posted a while ago. It was him like, but with a FIFA thing above his head when he capped the two
Yeah,
players. It was so good.
dude, he killed it. He had a few plays where we were like, oh,
Yeah.
the Carlos Dioles and all that.
They were. You
That
could
was
tell they were having fun out there, and that's how
yeah,
a Miami team should play. The way they played last game was how I expected Miami team to play. Not the
yeah,
flashiest, not the best, but they're trying to have fun out there. They're doing it for the love of the game, and they're scoring really nice goals and playing together as a team. That's what we need from a Miami team.
definitely. And that's what I've always wanted. That's what we didn't have in the first 2 years, and to have it now, I'm as grateful as can be. I think I've been the most involved I've ever been with the team and just the supporters group throughout the first 3 years. And I hate to say it, but when I don't see the players putting in effort, it's hard for me to put in my maximum effort. And
Of course.
I'm glad Vice City's like a family because people pick up when other people come down. But I've been full force lately. I've been trying my best, and it's the team's showing that to me. Earlier in the season it was hard to do, but we kept faith, and it's paying off now. So I'm definitely happy about that. Any other players you want to call out? I think we talked about Duke quite a bit.
Damian Lowe.
Damian Lowe, yeah,
He had a fantastic game.
yeah. Damian Lowe played amazing. There was one where he headed it softly back to Calendar. There's another one where he cleared it after it bounced off of Calendar as well. So, and I believe the clearance got to Campana, which got
Yeah.
to a last hitter shot that didn't go in. So Low, man, he's becoming one of my favorite players. I saw him at City Hall. I saw him at the Vice City Beach cleanup. He's involved with the community as well. He's a reggae boy. We love
Yeah.
our Jamaicans, bro. Down here in South Florida, we got a big Caribbean culture. A lot of Jamaicans down here, especially in North Miami Beach. Man,
Hmm.
it's great. It's great to have those players. I think we talked a little bit about that last episode.
Yeah.
Speaking of Caribbean players, I forgot to bring up Trinidad. You guys
Yeah.
got Jovan Jones on the squad, don't you?
Yeah, but he barely plays, so that's
Yeah,
why I don't really mention him that much.
yeah. Hey,
He was on the
that's
bench
one.
this game.
He's got more time than the Cuban player's gotten yet.
Yeah, we
And
had that
that
one
that
Cuban
might
player.
change. That might change. That might change because we have a lot of those academy players coming up. But hey,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah. We had one kid
that's
who
something to
just
be
got a
proud of.
call up. I think. It was
Okay.
either to Cuba or Dominican Republic. I forget when. I can look it up while you continue if you want.
And before I forget, don't let me forget on the end. I did talk to Damien about getting called up to Jamaica. He gave me some info on that, so we'll talk
Nice.
about
Okay.
that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So let's go ahead with our lineup prediction. I'm going with Calendar in the back. because Phil already said it. He is our Open Cup keeper. He is our keeper 100% of the time now.
He is our starting keeper as of right. As of right now, there's no way you can take him out. You can tell his confidence is there. He's making fantastic saves. He's made the team of the week twice in a row, and he's been getting all kinds of accolades for the past 2 weeks. Right before we started recording, he was nominated for Save of the Week. He got Man of the Match. He got Team of the Week. He's doing fantastically. You cannot take him out at all unless he breaks his damn leg.
He's on fucking fire. You got to keep him in, bro.
You have to keep him in. There's no way.
If there's anybody I trust in that game, it's Drake Callender. And if there's anybody I trust going forward, it's Drake Callender until he proves not. And some people still believe in Nick. We'll see. Phil did mention that Nick's gonna get to rest those 30 days, and they'll reassess him when he comes back. So we'll see.
I think they might in a few weeks. They might give Callender a rest, like a throwaway game maybe. But I don't see that happening anytime soon.
Speaking of people that I trust, I'm gonna go with DeAndre Yedlin at the right back.
The green hair wonder.
The green. I love the green hair shit. Reminds me of Shrek. I don't know.
I posted on Twitter. I'm like he's getting more and more Miami by the day, bro.
It's like slime. Yeah, he looks like a reggaeton artist or something, bro. It's dope though. It's dope. I like the green hair. I
yeah. If you go to my Twitter, he has the fucking shades on and everything. It's so good.
It's dope, dude. I gotta go check out your Twitter and see that. But I'm digging the green hair.
By the way, I got the player. His name is Darian Reyes. He's Cuban. He got called up.
Oh yeah. He plays for IMCF too.
Yeah, he's getting called up for the CONCACAF Nations League. So good on him.
Oh, that's that. Hey, congratulations.
So remember that name, Darian Reyes. Remember that name.
Yep, definitely. Congratulations to Daidong, I believe is how you pronounce it.
Oh, Daidong. Yeah, you're right. Daidong Reyes. Yeah. You're right.
Yeah. No, it's fine. Yeah. But that congratulations to him, and like I said, I look forward to seeing more Cuban players make it to the first team. Definitely a reality that's going to happen sooner than later. Maybe even end up at Real Zaragoza eventually.
Yeah, that's actually true. We can have our young players go train in Spain against some of the best Spanish. That's actually, I didn't even think about that at first, but that's exactly how we should do it.
Yeah, man. That we're gonna talk about that a little bit more later. But yeah, one thing I do want to talk about, our first two players I put in, Callender and Yedlin. I believe there's kind of a connection going on there. I see kind of a camaraderie between the two. They're both U.S. internationals. I see Yedlin taking Callender under his wing. I see Callender meditating. I dig that 100%, man.
Yeah,
I'm a big.
He's like a really chill dude. He meditates. He writes poetry. Like he's like the chillest dude. And you even see it when there was like a video when he got Team of the Week, and Yedlin like goes up to him. There's like a video that they have on Twitter. And he goes up to him. He's like with the little microphone. He's like, hey, and you can tell like there's like a camaraderie there. Like I like that a lot, especially and even him with Lowe too. His shirt was trippy as fuck. I loved it. And you can see even with him and Lowe, I can see that as well because Lowe, like you said, that header that he passed back to him. There was another one where the ball spilled right in front of Lowe and he blocked everybody in order so Callender can get it. Like you can see that Callender has a good command and connection with his back line, and that's one of the reasons why you can't take him out right now.
You can't. And another one you can't take out is Damian Lowe. You gotta
keep him in. And Mabika played well with him when he came in, but yeah, Yedlin, Lowe, Sailor played very well.
Sailor, I'm plugging Sailor again.
I think you can put him in there as well. Yeah. Maybe even McVay. He was
staying
all right.
McVay
was pretty good. He made some good saves. He made some mistakes, but he recovered just like Lowe did. He made a lot of good recoveries after he made his mistakes, so I can't even be mad.
Well, another thing about why I'm keeping the back line together, the back five here, your four defenders and your goalie are staying the same. I think it's because you also saw Neville talk about the goalkeepers. Like he's like, goalkeepers can play every game. I don't care. And we were talking about that last episode. I don't know if we talked about it live or it was before, but I was asking you, can keepers play every game? Is that a normal thing? And in Neville's case, it is. He's saying the goalkeepers coach might not agree, but he's like, they're not running, whatever. And Neville's an old school guy, came up through Sir Alex Ferguson. I think he agrees that the defenders aren't running as much either. So I believe where we might see 2 or 3 changes is where we're coming up now. And I think the change comes with Bryce Duke. I think we're still gonna get Gregore. Yeah, do you think so?
I think so. Like he said,
he didn't play in the last Open Cup game either.
Duke was tired and he was.
Lowe didn't play. Yeah, Lowe didn't play. My bad.
Yeah, so I can see Duke coming in, especially against a game like Orlando. I can see Duke coming in as a super sub with Higuain.
All right, I'm putting Duke as a sub then.
Yeah, I think in his situation, because they're probably scouting Duke and seeing how he is. So I think keeping him for the bench for like the first half would actually be the smarter move. Not because Duke doesn't deserve to start, because I think the strategy of having Duke on the way he plays and how speedy he is and how tenacious he is and how he plays, I think bringing him on in the second half to change the game would work better for us.
I think it's a better strategy as well, and I agree with you. I'm gonna go with Gregoria in the back.
Mm.
Do you think Ulloa gets a spot, or you think Taylor gets a spot?
I think they gave it to Taylor for now.
You think Taylor for now maybe goes on the wings?
I think probably Taylor, because remember, like I said last time, Ulloa could play fucking anywhere, bro. He's not the best, but he's not the worst, and you go plug him in, and if there's a hole in the team, I bet you can put him at goalkeeper if you absolutely have to. He can play anywhere.
I'm gonna put him as a sub then. I'm gonna put Ulloa as a sub.
That dude's a Swiss Army knife.
I'm gonna put Taylor as a midfielder then.
Yeah.
And Mota on the other side.
Yeah, you can do that for now. Yeah, because I have a feeling we're gonna rely a lot on subs this game because it's gonna be a very chippy game. It's gonna be I don't even know what the weather's gonna be like, but it's probably not gonna be great. So I think
it's gonna be humid. It's gonna be kind of
it's gonna be humid. So I think playing for the long run, not just putting everything in the first half. I think okay, here's what we're gonna do first half. We're gonna see how it goes, and then the second half make adjustments. I think we can do it that way. I'll check the weather in Orlando right now, actually.
So, filling out the midfield, I have Gregoria and Mota. I want to see them play. I hope they play. Ulloa can come in for them. Duke can come in for them. Taylor can be kind of a figure in that midfield. He can stretch out a little bit. I have Higuain on the subs on the bench. I believe he'll come in for Campana in about the 65th minute, maybe the 60th. We'll see some more Higuain with Ulloa and Duke. That might be a good combination there. But filling out the wings now, what do you think? You think we're going to go with the hot foot with Lassiter? I think we should.
Just real quick, I made that face because it's going to be 90 degrees in Orlando at kickoff time.
Yeah, it's 7 p.m. 90 degrees.
Yeah, it's going to be hot as
steamy.
Fuck.
It's going to be steamy. I might go with a tank top.
It's going to be so fucking hot. But I'm sorry, what was your question?
I might go with a tank top. All right, so let's fill out these wings. I got Gregorio, Mota, and Taylor in the midfield. I got Campana up top. Mm-hmm. Lassiter, what do you think? Lassiter on the right or left? He says he prefers playing on the right today. I heard him, or left.
You see how
he can play on the left too.
Yeah, you see how they're using him on his left to cut in, and
yeah,
he did it on the first goal. How he cut in, faked, and then shot. And then I noticed he did it again. He didn't score this time, but he faked. He likes to. He knows that he wants people to bite on that fake because he knows he's gonna put on his right side. But if he switches back to his left and then switch back to his right, then he can catch somebody off guard. So you're gonna keep him on that right side, or on that left side, sorry, to have him cut in because that seems to be working a lot.
Okay.
And he said he's fine with it. So
keep him on the left side is what I'm gonna do.
For now, I think it's working. Why not?
Yeah. I agree with you. And then on the right side, this is a tough one because he said we're gonna have 2 or 3 changes. Right now, we only have Taylor subbing out for Duke. I don't know if maybe he goes with Ulloa instead of Mota. Maybe he comes in with Mota later. Or
I mean, he's gonna take out Campana for Higuain probably. That's what he typically does in like the 70th minute ish.
We can't go with Robinson. We can't go with Robbie Robinson. He's
suspended.
Red card. On the right, I guess Vasilev is the only one I guess left.
Yeah, he's another one where you can plug and play. I haven't been crazy about his play lately, but he's getting his feet back under him, which I understand. I'm going to give him time to get his feet under him. He just got back. He's only played 2 games for us since he's gotten back, I think.
Maybe I believe more, out of the top of my head, I think more
2 or 3. I think it hasn't been a lot of games.
Maybe 3. We've had a lot of games sandwiched, so
yeah. So he's getting his feet under him.
He was there for the Tormenta game, and that was like 3 weeks ago. We've been playing a bunch of games,
so I think probably 3 or 4 then.
Be closer to 5 maybe. We'll see. We can look that up later. So I have Higuain, Ulloa, and Duke being subbed in. Emerson, we'll see him come in on the wings probably.
Definitely.
I know he said 2 or 3 changes. I think we're only going to see 1 change. We'll see about that.
Yeah,
We'll see
Emerson's
about
gonna play
that.
because he said he wanted to play Emerson last game, but he literally didn't realize that he had already used all his subs, which is
We could use Jovan Jones here.
yeah. We
I
could
don't know
use
about bringing
Jovan
in
Jones
Ricochet.
as a sub, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
All right,
did
so
use all of our subs last game, and so did Red Bull.
All right, so I'll run it top to bottom. Campana with Lassiter on the left, Vasilev on the right. In the midfield, Gregore on the defensive position 6. Taylor on the left, Mota on the right. Filling out the back will be McVeigh on the left, Sailor in the center with Lowe, Yedlin on the right, Calendar in the back, and we'll see how we do there. I think we'll be closer. Hopefully, we'll be closer because that means we'll be giving it our full attention. And we'll talk about Orlando and what we expect from them coming up. But let's talk about the score prediction first. Actually, you know what? Let's touch on Orlando. I do think they're gonna heavily rotate. They're what? They're third right now. They're third. Yeah, they're third. They're third. They're third in the table.
21. They have 21 points. New York City FC has 23, and Philly has 24.
They lost MLS's back. They're thirsty for a trophy, but I think they have the bigger picture in mind. I don't know how wise that is. I think for their fan base, it could be a good thing. For our fan base, it could be even better, I believe, because we're lower in the table. We have lower aspirations as far as it comes to playoffs and MLS Cup and Supporters Shield and stuff like that. But they traveled from Austin. They came in late. We trained 2 days. We were at home. They also had 2 red cards. They were playing with 9 men for like 30 minutes. They almost lost that game. They're coming off a little bit of a disastrous game. They're going to want to bounce back, but we're coming off an even better game. I think our confidence is on another level. They might be nervous to lose it at home in front of a pretty empty crowd because they've been pathetic on Open Cup games. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Say what you'll say. We weren't great against Tormenta, but what is it in Miami? When it was in proper Miami, we filled up Miami FC Stadium. It was like 11K, almost 12K.
That was their record. They had never had a crowd that big before.
And we did that in Miami. And your stadium's in downtown Orlando. Our shit was in FIU, dude. Like West Miami as well, which I'm a West Miami guy. We have a lot of people in West Miami as well. But put it anywhere in Miami, we're going to show up. You know, definitely a Miami Derby, whatever. But you had Tampa come to town, nobody showed up. You had Philly come to town, formidable foe, nobody came to the stadium. We'll see what they fill up, but you know, we'll be there. We have plans of showing up. It's gonna be fun.
We're gonna be louder than that's for sure.
Yeah, we're gonna outsing them like we always do. It's fine. They're gonna cry about it on Reddit and Twitter later. That's fine.
Always. You think you know who? He who shall not be named is gonna make another video.
Like an animal. Like an animal.
Like an animal. That he's so proud of that. He's so proud of that shit.
I'm proud of it too. I'm proud of being like an animal, bro. We come in here
like an animal.
And we show you what it's like to be a supporter.
Oh man.
I forgot there was etiquette.
he did. Yeah, he does. Yeah, and that's the thing about Atlanta fans. A quick little rant. They don't understand like actual like soccer supporter culture, man. They really don't. They think it's we just go and have a leisurely time and clap our hands. No, you guys.
They're toxic, bro. They're toxic. I'm not even gonna get into it.
They're whiners, bro.
You know, they have a horrible track record too. They've done shitty shit to other supporters. They've always been a horrible.
I mean, if I lived in that city, I'd probably be a shitty person too.
We get painted as this big bad guy and all of this, but it's just because we're the best at what we do, honestly. And everybody else, like, they do so much worse shit, bro. Like, we're not even into any of that, dude. We're really not. But whatever, That's neither here nor there. Score predictions, I got us taking it 2-0 or 2-1.
I say 2-1.
2-1. You think I can see it 2-0 again?
I can definitely see it. If we play like we did against Red Bull, it could possibly be 3, but we've had a problem with finishing our chances, and I feel like this would happen too. But it is a big game, and the players hopefully will step up to this big game, and get the dub and send them down the street packing, and we have a fun time coming back home. But I can see it either being 2-1 or 3-0.
See,
Orlando probably scores first.
I'll even take a 3-1, like the one we got when Miami FC went up. Funny enough, Akeem was there with me that day. We took a
we were at that game. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, last time the Miami team beat Orlando at Orlando. We're hoping for our first win at Orlando. We've drawn Akeem's actually, we were talking about it earlier. Akeem's never been to Orlando for a game. I'm telling him it's actually a pretty fun time to go up there. We got a few draws. Me and my girlfriend Akeem, we used to make a Universal trip out of it. And we had
That makes the
Universal
most
annual
sense.
passes because we were going up there so much, right? We played them a lot during the pandemic because they were doing the games like locally, right? So we played
Yeah.
a lot at Orlando. We got a good deal on Universal annual passes, and oh my god, it was a blast going up there.
And you have
And
to go
doing
up
those
there
weekends.
at least have fun and not stay in Orlando.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you know, I'll tell you one thing that sucks about Orlando. You go to
Everything.
Miami, yeah, but I'll focus on one. When you go to Miami, you can spread your money around and support local businesses and see a lot of cool stuff. And there's a varied time you can have. When you go to Orlando, it's limited to a park, and
Yeah,
all your money's being
so
concentrated on that park where people
that
aren't
one
getting
place.
paid very well. You know, there's a lot of like other stuff that goes on behind the scenes. I feel really bad. I see them wearing sleeves and they're covering tattoos and stuff. Like it's, I get it. You know, whatever you're trying to make up this clean image for your parks. I think Universal does a better job than Disney does. I personally prefer Universal and stuff, but I just hate that all the money that you feed in goes into these big corporations when you go to Orlando. Because that's all I
Yeah,
do is go to the parks, go to the stadium, and I'm out. I'm not
that's
supporting barely.
like
I'll maybe pass by a brewery too in downtown Orlando.
real shit. That's
Like
what that town or city or whatever is there for. That's what they're
the
for.
tourist
There
trap.
for.
The tourist
Yeah,
trap.
that's
Yeah.
what they're there for. That's it. Nothing else. It's just
We
a
got
tourist trap.
we got beaches. And that's the hard part about getting people to games and whatever, and how we get so many people to games is amazing because we have beaches, clubs, nightlife, boats,
Yeah,
nature.
we could touch on that. We can touch on that real
We
quick.
got something for everybody.
And Miami gets a reputation of having fickle fans, and to an extent, that is true. But that's mostly because there's actually shit to do in Miami. If I have, let's say I have me and my wife. I don't have my wife. I'm just saying, for example, me and my wife, and I got two kids, right? And I got a choice between watching a sorry team lose or going to any other thing. I can go to a park. I can go to the beach. I can go if me and my wife want to go out to
Dixon
dinner.
Road.
There's a million things we can
Yeah.
do
There's a million
with,
things.
with that
Yeah.
with whatever money I
Winwood.
would have spent at the game. There's shit to do, and not only that, it's like half an hour to 45 minutes out of the city that we're supposed to be in. So to do all of that, to make a whole trip of that, like I know Pablo drives like 45 minutes with the kids in them to go to games and shit like
It
that.
takes me an hour. It takes me an hour most times.
It takes you an hour to get to game. It takes me half an hour. That's because I live in bumfuck nowhere. But it takes me half an hour to get to game. It takes you an hour to get to game. And yet, last game we had 11,000. The game before that we had 13,000.
We're in 10th place. We're in 10th place.
And we're in
we're
10th
still
place. And
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
getting
yeah.
that many people to go to our games. Yet, Orlando can barely get like 7,000-8,000 on a Tuesday night. Like
No, wait. No, they're way shy of that. Way shy of
and
that.
and down and in downtown Orlando at that.
And yeah, the Tormenta one was a tough one, but yeah, that was a Tuesday, for sure. But yeah,
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
didn't really have that many people either. But again, we're an hour out of the town. We
but
have
yeah,
reasons.
at the end of the day, fuck that purple team, fuck Orlando. We're going in balls blazing. We're gonna go tear it up. We're gonna get our first win there, bro. Let's get it.
Let's do it.
And moving on from that, hey, and if we win, we get to host against the winner of Louisville or Nashville.
That'll be
Move on to
interesting.
this tournament. That's what I want, and I want to fill up the stadium for that. We got to promote that a bunch and see what we do, but that we got to take care of business first. All right, before we get into anything else, let's do Real Zaragoza.
Yeah,
Um,
the breaking news, the hot off the presses.
Yeah, it's been leaking for a while that Jorge Mas got the team, that he was gonna buy the team, be a majority owner. First thing I thought was, hey, he likes the soccer business. It's working well for him. I guess Inter Miami's doing good. So he's got that. You mentioned something about a stadium. What do you see about that?
So one of the promises that he gave, or one of the things that he said, is one of the first things that he wants to do is get Real Zaragoza a brand new stadium, which is interesting because the man knows his construction. He owns a construction company. That's how he got his money. So he knows how to build shit. He built the stadium we're in now in 9 months, or at least funded, I should say. He didn't build.
And he's gonna build our future one in Miami in like 2 or 3 years. So
Exactly. So he knows how to build shit. He has connections. He knows what he's doing. And not even just talking about that, especially now, like how we touched on earlier, how Now he can have preseason games. He can have them come to us for preseason games for training. We can send players to them, like how we had this Cuban player that we had for the that got called up. We can send him to Spain for like a year or so. Have him go on loan. Have him play in. Even though it's the second division as of right now, they're playing in La Liga 2. But playing in La Liga 2 is going to be better than playing against random other teenagers in MLS. So that can only be good.
Well, now we have a pipeline, and I believe even the Real Zaragoza fans are a little excited. I saw them on Twitter, and they're saying, "Oh, we can get Campana now," some shit like that.
I mean,
and they were giving a description of
yeah.
And Campana. Hey, maybe Campana wants to go and play up there for a season, maybe for a portion of a season, maybe to stay fresh in the off season. I believe it's honestly a really good thing to have this pipeline going, and I also think it's funny with the stadium thing because Jorge Mas has turned this into a stadium building business. He builds stadiums. He's shitting out stadiums left and right, and it's cool, man. It's great. It's funny how he's found a way to make money behind the scenes by paying himself.
I mean, real estate is big money. That's why so many billionaires and millionaires try to own like buildings and property. That's money. That's easy money. That money prints itself.
Definitely. So I think we both agree that's going to be a great thing. And last but not least is the beach cleanup we did yesterday with the team. So Saturday against Portland at home is going to be the Prime Blue game. If you guys haven't heard about Prime Blue or the kind of Adidas initiatives for the oceans where they make jerseys out of recycled plastic out of the ocean, I think it's a really cool initiative that Adidas does in building these jerseys out of recycled plastic. I personally love going to the beach and doing cleanups. Vice City did one earlier in the year. Shout out to Caesar. Shout out to Vice City, to everybody who put that together. Shout out to Publix who kind of sponsored the event. And we did pick up a lot of trash. I brought out a friend to that event. He picked up so much trash that he found a kiteboard in this like one pile of trash.
Holy shit.
He was able to sell that and get a lot of money. I found this shell actually. Here it is. Super cool shell. It's got like spikes on it. I don't know if the camera makes it out too well, but this is a really cool shell I found. Yeah. Beach cleanups are overall a fun time. You get together. Whether you're cleaning up for an hour, 2 hours, you're cleaning up for 30 minutes. If somebody only cleans up for 5 minutes, everybody's putting in their grain of sand, and it's great to see things like that happen. It's great to see Adidas putting in an initiative like that. So when the team called us and let us know that we were doing it, it was inconvenient for some people, but I have a good work schedule, so I'm out pretty early around 2, and I was able to make it by 3. We went to El Farito. If you ever heard of El Farito, if you know about, do you know El Farito, Akeem?
I've heard it a couple times.
Do you know where it is or what it is?
No, remember I live in bumfuck nowhere. So.
Yeah, I got you. So El Farito is in Key Biscayne. It's at the very tip at the end of Key Biscayne.
Oh shit!
On the island, and it's called Bill Baggs State Park. It's called El Farito because it has a lighthouse on it, and it's got a nice beach, and it's a good fishing spot. I grew up going over there with my Cuban family. When we went, I saw a lot of Cuban families enjoying the day there. A lot of other people listening to music, having a great time.
Nice.
But we had a good time. We picked up trash from the beach with Damian Lowe and some representatives from the team. We got Papa John's.
Papayón.
We got Papayons, 100% off instead of the 50% off because they gave us some free Papa John's. It was pretty cool. We got to hang out. We got to hang out with Damian, and I let him know we appreciate everything he does. We saw him at City Hall. And it was really cool. I got a video that I'm going to put at the end of this, guys. Really cool video with Damian. You guys got to see it. It's really fun. He's a cool dude, man. Shout out to Damian Lowe. Definitely one of my favorite players now. Honestly, like having an interaction like that at City Hall with him at the beach, that makes a lasting impression. So that was really cool from Damian for coming out, and we definitely appreciate it. And he got a cool video for us. Now into the jerseys. You're a big fan of the jerseys. You mentioned earlier in the pod that you got 2 of them, right? And,
yeah.
I got the.
I can grab them real quick.
Grab it real quick and I'll talk about it. I'm not the biggest fan of last year's. First of all, it's kind of one of our rivals' colors, Miami FC's colors with the blue and the orange, and it's not the hottest jersey in my opinion. I don't know.
Like I said, I got 2 of you. It's kind of hard to see with the lighting.
It's okay. I
like them. Yeah, they're all right.
They had an ad where there was a girl like diving, or there was people diving with the ball.
That was the one they did for us specifically. Yeah,
with the uniform. I'm still not a big fan. I'm sorry. We can disagree there, but I talked to some people from the team there. I let them know how upset I was with last year's jerseys. They agreed with me.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
the popular opinion is the jerseys were kind of subpar. And another thing is I don't like how everybody has the same ones. You see when
That's
I
the
have the
one thing I
blue
didn't
one,
like.
like okay, when they do these, I got like another one, like a Man U one, and there's a Man U one, and it's like blue and black or something. They all
Yeah.
have like different colors when they did these, and they should at least do that with. And these were training kits, albeit, but they should definitely do that with ours. But he told me they are better, that they're definitely better. I look forward to seeing them. Um, we'll see if it's all smoke or we'll see if it's actually a good jersey. But I feel like we're in need of good jerseys. The Pride ones that came out were pretty sick. Did you get one? I think you did,
I'm
right?
gonna get one. I do like the Pride one. A lot of people didn't like it because they thought it was too colorful. But like, they thought it was too colorful. But like, that's kind of the point of a Pride jersey.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
supposed to be colorful. Like, get over yourself,
I,
guys. I have
yeah.
I have last year's Pride jersey in my
I need
closet
to get it.
somewhere.
I need to get that last year's, and I need to get last
Yeah.
year's 4th of July one too, the Americana.
I got that
I
one
haven't
too.
got
The
those
only
yet.
one I don't have is the military one.
Oh, I want that one too. The
Sorry,
camo.
military and the
Camo.
childhood cancer. Those are the only ones I'm missing.
Yeah, those are cool, man. I like how they do these. I wish they were a little bit different team to team, but even though
Yeah,
it is,
I think the
and
prime blue one should be different because that one's an actual jersey and the other ones are pre-match kits or pre-match top. But if it's like an actual jersey we're gonna be playing in, I think everybody should have a different one.
we've also another thing is we wanted to see better jerseys. We want to see designs, patterns, stuff like that. I think we've been getting solid colors, and the team's going for kind of a classic look, but I want to go with a flashy look. I believe that
Yeah,
Miami's a flashy city. We got the Miami Heat doing all these cool things. I think the team needs to
yeah,
spice it up. And next year, La Palma is taking a break, which I do like La
good.
Palma, but I think
I
that's a
like
good
it. I just think the
spot.
Palma should be more pronounced. I don't like how they made it
Yeah,
embossed. I don't
yeah.
like how they did like that. It should be like
And
how Calendar's jersey was in the last game, how the
if
black with the gray.
if they make it more pronounced, that'd be cool. And yeah, the goalkeepers kits this year are pretty badass. I like the black one Calendar wore last game. That one was sick. I like the aqua one. The gray one's cool too for this year. And hopefully next year we get something with a little bit more patterns. It should
Yeah,
it should happen.
because the thing is, Adidas, that goalie jersey that you see Calendar wearing, that's not only all the MLS teams' goalie jerseys. That's pretty much every Adidas team's goalie jersey.
Yeah,
Because I've seen it
yeah,
in
yeah.
like the German league too. So I think that's just their goalie jersey, and that's it.
Mm.
Which sucks.
Hey,
I wish we had more variety of
I'm
color
happy with
jerseys.
it though.
It's a
It's
great
pretty cool.
jersey. I just didn't wish literally everybody fucking had the same jersey. Like this is the goalie jersey. I don't like that.
You're
You can,
Adidas, yeah. You do
yeah, you
better.
can do so much with goalie jerseys because
How
they're
about third
off
kids?
color.
How about third kids? We need third
So
kids as well.
this is what I've been screaming about. This is always my idea. What I think would be perfect is have Adidas do whatever home and away kit you want to do. Do it like how you've been doing. I don't mind it. But here's what I think they should add. Let the team get like a local artist and have them design a third jersey.
Yeah.
So this is and this helps with that problem that I was mentioning earlier about how two teams were wearing blue. How it was Kansas City against San Jose, and they're both wearing different shades of blue. We played a team in red and we wore pink. And then you have Charlotte wearing their away jersey at home against a team that wears white. Like it's all over the place.
It
So
is. It's too
having
much.
a third
We need
jersey
a
would
third
help with
kit.
that. And not
We
only
need a
help
third kit.
and not even help with that, that shit would make so much money because you're supporting a local artist and it's gonna be tied. Ours gonna have palm trees and flamingos and all kinds of crazy Miami shit. The thing in Charlotte's gonna be different. Everybody's gonna have a different jersey that's gonna be for them, and that shit will sell like gangbusters because it's gonna be limited quantity. You can only get it now. It's by a local artist, and it's gonna look better than the regular jerseys. So
You know
why
what the
not?
bottom you know what the
Easy
bottom
money.
line is? What you just said. It's gonna sell. It's gonna sell. It's
Easy
easy money.
money. It's easy
It's
money
easy
that they're
money.
giving out.
I was gonna tell you who should we write to about this, but we don't need to write to anybody. If they want to make money, they should be thinking about it on their own already.
Yeah, I'm not even just thinking about it for my team. I'm thinking of this because I will be the first one to tell you, and I understand this very clearly. Soccer is a fucking business. It is a business.
One
We
hundred
love the
percent.
sport, but it's here for them to make money. That's what Mas is doing. He's not doing this out of the love of the sport. He's doing it as an investment, and I get that. Like that's how it is. That's how it is. So why not make the easy decision to make easy money? It's right there.
Adidas, man, Adidas, and that's in a larger scope of it. Promotion, relegation, having teams pick their own sponsor, a lot of things, and salary caps. Why the fuck do we have salary caps? Why? Oh,
I can get why we get salary caps because you seen how it worked with other leagues before us. How look what happened when Pele.
The teams fold.
Yeah, look what happened when Pele came and they gave him unlimited truckloads of money. It bankrupted the league, and that almost happened to MLS. That's why the fusion folded in the same year that they won the Supporter Shield. People forget about that.
The Fusion were the lamb sacrificed, bro.
I saw this one video about it. I think it was from Danny T Radio. Check out that video. He talks about the Miami Fusion, and he was saying how before their last playoff game, when they were about to the game that they eventually lost in, they basically told the team, whoever loses this game is folding. Imagine hearing that before you go out to the field, that if you lose this game, you don't just lose for the season, you lose your job. Your job is on the line at this game.
That's crazy. And you know, one thing I realized is we used to have Kyle Beckerman on the Miami Fusion as a young player.
Yeah.
And then a lot of our players went to Real Salt Lake. You know who's another one? Nick Raimondo played for the Fusion, dude.
And you know who else? Who? Somebody else. Chris Henderson.
Valderrama? Oh,
Chris Henderson
played for the Fusion?
He did.
What?
Yeah. Dude, way back in the day. Sick. He played for us. Yeah.
I got a picture with him at City Hall. I got a picture with a Fusion player, dude.
Yeah, awesome. I forget what year. I'll look it up right now. But yeah, he did play for us.
You know what? And
he knows this area very well.
When we make a Miami history podcast, a Miami soccer history, we're definitely gonna give you guys some more info on that. But thank you guys for joining us. It's been a great episode. We're looking forward to going to beat Orlando at Orlando. It's gonna be a great time. And see you next time.
All right. Good luck. Have fun. See you guys.